Once upon a time, in a charming little village nestled between rolling hills and a glistening river, lived a young boy named Aidan. Aidan was known for his inquisitive nature and his close bond with his wise and gentle grandfather, Ethan. One beautiful summer evening, as the sun dipped below the horizon, casting a warm, golden glow over the village, Aidan sat on the porch of their cozy cottage, pondering life's mysteries. His grandfather, Ethan, a man of many years and even more wisdom, noticed the contemplative look on Aidan's face and decided to strike up a conversation. "Aidan," Ethan said, his eyes filled with the kind of wisdom that only comes with age and experience, "you seem deep in thought today. Is there something on your mind?" Aidan looked up at his grandfather, his eyes curious and filled with questions. "Grandpa," he began, "I often hear people talk about obstacles in life, but I don't really understand how to face them. How do you deal with the challenges life throws your way?" Ethan smiled, his face crinkling with age, and patted the empty space beside him, inviting Aidan to sit closer. "Aidan," he said, "life is like a journey along a winding path, and along that path, you'll encounter obstacles. But these obstacles, my dear, are what make life truly beautiful and meaningful." Aidan leaned in, eager to listen and learn. "How is that, Grandpa?" he asked. Ethan began to share a story from his own youth. "Many years ago, when I was just a boy your age, I had a dream of planting a garden filled with the most beautiful flowers. I started with a small plot of land behind our cottage. The soil was rocky and unforgiving, but I was determined to make my dream come true. I toiled day after day, sowing seeds, watering the soil, and tending to the fragile shoots that eventually sprouted. However, the garden soon faced its first obstacle, a drought that threatened to wither all the plants. I was heartbroken, but I didn't give up. I learned to conserve water and protect my garden as best I could. In time, the rains returned, and the garden thrived once more resilient and vibrant than before." Aidan listened with rapt attention, his imagination conjuring images of the garden and the determined young Ethan. Ethan continued, "Life, my dear Aidan, is much like that garden. It may begin with rocky soil and face unexpected droughts, but it is in those moments of struggle that we learn resilience, patience, and perseverance. Each obstacle teaches us something invaluable, something that helps us grow and become better individuals." Aidan contemplated his grandfather's words and then asked, "But, Grandpa, what if the obstacles seem too big to overcome, or if they make us feel lost and hopeless?" Ethan's eyes twinkled with a deep understanding as he replied, "Ah, my child, it's in those moments that you must remember that you are never truly alone. Just as I had guidance from my elders and found strength in their words, you, too, can seek help and support. Talk to those you trust, share your feelings, and allow their wisdom and love to light your path. And remember, even the darkest night is followed by a dawn, and every obstacle, no matter how insurmountable it seems, has a way through." As the evening sun dipped lower in the sky, Aidan felt a newfound sense of hope and determination. He realized that obstacles in life were not to be feared but embraced, for they held the potential for growth, learning, and the discovery of one's inner strength. The wisdom shared by his beloved grandfather, Ethan, would forever remain etched in Aidan's heart. As he grew older and faced the challenges of life, he would carry this knowledge with him, just as his grandfather had, like a beacon of light to guide him through the darkest of storms and the most daunting of obstacles. And so, the young boy learned that, with the wisdom of his elders and the strength of his spirit, he could face any obstacle life presented, for it was in these very challenges that he would discover the true beauty and meaning of his journey. Thank you for watching and keep the spirit of living your life.